You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
In Georgia, where, and we see this all the time, where the attorneys representing the men who killed Ahmaud Arbery now want to include his criminal history in his trial. The legal team of Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William Roddie Bryan insist that Arbery should be held accountable for the theft crimes he committed and, quote, his angry and aggressive physical and verbal behavior. Now, keep in mind, Ahmaud Arbery was never detained for theft. That was never proven. Prosecutors have strongly objected to including these details as evidence because they did not know the incidents when they pursued and killed Arbery. The McMichaels continue to argue that Arbery was a burglar suspect who had been stealing items from the neighborhood. They also claim they shot him in self-defense after he, quote, attacked them, although he ran in the opposite direction. Of course, they have pleaded not guilty in federal court on hate crimes charges. Their state murder trial will take place on October 18th. And Greg, on the Ahmaud Arbery case, I mean, to see the attorney still playing these games about Ahmaud Arbery. So you want to continue to assert that he was stealing stuff. You got no proof. You got nothing. Just because you claiming it, don't mean it's true.
Well, I mean, there is something that they could introduce in this process that might be able to create a pathway for them to admit his prior behavior. And by the way, we know that that's the playbook generally. These are subhuman animals who are out here, and we were basically protecting humanity from these black animals. And so always trying to admit this prior stuff. But there is one possible pathway. It might require, delving into the background of the father and son to demonstrate that somehow inbreeding might actually create a form of ESP, so that they might actually be able to know what was in the brain of Ahmaud Arbery at the time. Now, if they're willing to admit that and bring that in, perhaps they can get the prior record in. But in all seriousness, shout out to the hillbillies of Georgia.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.